Hello everyone, so today I am going to describe you about a float data type. So which type of value we can store using a float data type? We can store smaller amount of decimal value. What is decimal value? 1.2, 3.4, 3.5, 56.89. Such kind of values can be stored using a float data type. Okay, these are decimal values. What about non-decimal values? These are non-decimal values. 123, 6000, such kind of values are non-decimal values. These I already described you from chapter 21 to chapter 24. How can we store such kind of non-decimal values using a Java language? So this I am not going to describe you today, but I am going to describe you today how can we store such kind of small amount of decimal values using a float data type. Let's proceed further with the real-time example. So what are the real-time example? Like as a percentage, temperature, such kind of values I can store in a database using a float data type. Okay, let's proceed further with the Java code. Class example of float data type. Public static void main method, string arguments. Let me make this plain text as a Java text. Okay. Float. Declaration of variable. Whether 15.6. Let me print this value. System.out.println whether. Let me save this program. Control S. Chapter 26. Class name dot Java. See, class name and Java file name should be always same. Let me move where I have already saved this program. See, I have saved this program over here. Example of float data type. I will remove this path and write CMD over here. Now command prompt will be open. Let me compile this program. Java C class name dot Java. It will give me error. I made a spelling mistake over here. Public. Control S. Let me compile this program again. Again I will get error over here. See, I got an error. Possibly lossy conversion from double to float. Why I got this error? See, as I said you while describing in chapter 25, I already told you double data type is default data type for a decimal value. This is again a decimal value, right? But double data type is a default data type, so compiler will always consider each and every decimal value as a double data type value. Then how can compiler will come to know that this is a float data type value? How? We need to instruct them. As I said you previously, every time JVM will be considered right hand side. If JVM got error over here, JVM or compiler, It will not even bother to move left hand side. As per our math, every time, see, we always consider right hand side first, right? 5 minus 4 into 8 plus 9. What I will do? I will always consider right hand side first, right? After that only my answer will be get stored in left hand side. This will happen, right? The same way JVM or compiler will always consider right hand side. It because this value I haven't given any instruction. That's why the default data type will be pick up by compiler. It will always consider this value as a double, because double data type is a default data type for decimal values. That's why compiler gave me error over here, possibly lossy conversion from double to float. That's why I got an error over here. Then what I need to do? I have to write capital F or small f. In that case only compiler or JVM will come to know that this is the value I need to store using a float data type. Now I will not get error. Control S. Let me compile this program again. Java C class name dot Java C. It got compiled. Java class name. See, I got an output over here. I got weather over here. See, I got output. But see, as of I have written F over here, but when I get an output, F is not there. See, F I have written just to give an instruction to our machine. Every time whatever instruction we will give our machine will be performed based on that only. Like is from a calculator, whatever you want to do, whether it's addition, division, multiplication, anything you want to do, first you need to give instruction to your machine, right? After that only you are getting output. The same as a robot. If you want to take any output from a robot, first you need to instruct to robot, right? The same way, this F I have written just to instruct my machine, but when I get an output, F is not written over here. So what about other values? What I can store? Float percentage 90.80. This I can store. System.out.println percentage okay. What other values I can store? See, I can store temporarily also. System.out.println 7.8. See, all these two values, percentage and weather, will be permanently get saved in a database, but this value I will get while I execute the program. As an output I will get this amount, but it will get stored temporarily in our database. Okay, but for this amount also I will get error. Let me save this program. Control S. Let me compile. Java C class name dot Java. See, as I said you previously, default data type is a double. If I haven't written anything over here, my value is considered as a double. See, this is a smaller amount, but still compiler has considered this value as a double. because double is a default data type. So if I want to store temporarily as a float data type, I need to write F over here. In that case only it will reserve smaller area in a database, because double data type reserve a bigger area in a database. Now let me save this, Control S. Let me compile this program. Let me execute the program. See, I got output. Again, F is not written in output, but it is written in a program just to give an instruction to our machine. Okay, so this is a real-time example which we can use while programming. There are some notes that needs to be taken care while using a float data type. So these are the notes. See, first thing we need to take is, if there is any decimal value in a Java, by default that value will be treated as a double data type, as I said you previously. And second thing is, to store a small decimal value, we need to write an alphabet, capital F or a small f after the value. And third one is, the alphabet F will be instruct the JVM and compiler to treat the value as a float. So every time it is mandatory to write F with the value at the end of the value. In that case only our compiler or JVM will come to know that this value I need to consider as a float, not double. Yeah, that's it for a float data type. In the next chapter I will describe you another data type. That's it for today. Thank you so much.